Story: HOA Karen's son crashed his car into my fence and told cops I should pay. They towed his car instead. The crash came in the dead of night. I was sitting in my living room, sipping the last of my coffee, when the deafening crunch of metal against wood echoed through the quiet neighborhood. My heart jumped. At first, I thought it was just a bad dream, but when I looked outside my window, I saw headlights glaring through the broken slats of my fence. My stomach dropped. My fence, hand-built, lined with memories of long summer days fixing it with my late father, was completely mangled. And standing next to the wreck, laughing nervously, was none other than Karen's son. Yes, that Karen, the self-appointed queen of the HOA, the woman who never missed a chance to remind me my lawn was too long or that my dog barked too loud. Her son had rammed his shiny car, a gift she'd bragged about for months, straight into my fence. I rushed outside. "What the hell happened?" I shouted, my voice trembling with anger and disbelief. The boy, no older than 20, reeked of alcohol. His eyes darted around as if searching for a way out. "Relax, man," he slurred. "It's just a fence. My mom says you should have built it stronger anyway." My fists clenched. The audacity left me speechless. Minutes later, Karen herself stormed out of her house in her silk robe, barking orders at her son like a drill sergeant. When she saw me, her lips curled into that familiar sneer. "This is on you," she spat. "Your fence was too close to the road." My son could have been hurt. I blinked at her in shock. Too close to the road? The fence had been in the same place for 15 years. Perfectly legal, inspected, and approved. Before I could even argue, flashing blue lights filled the street. The cops had arrived. Karen smirked like she had orchestrated the whole thing. She rushed over to them before I could say a word. "Officer, thank goodness you're here. This man's fence caused my son to wreck his car. He'll need to pay for the damages immediately." Her son stood behind her, nodding weakly, clearly terrified but hiding under her protection. The officers walked over to me. I could feel Karen's glare burning into the side of my face. "Sir," one of them asked, "can you explain what happened here?" My voice shook, not from fear, but from a deep well of anger that threatened to spill over. I pointed at the fence, then at the skid marks on the road, then at Karen's son swaying on his feet. He was drunk. He lost control. He plowed through my fence. And now she wants me to pay for it? Karen let out a high-pitched laugh. "Drunk? Don't be ridiculous. My son doesn't drink. Look at him. He's fine. This man just doesn't maintain his property properly. His negligence caused this wreck." But the officer's flashlight revealed the truth. Empty beer cans were strewn inside the car. The smell of alcohol was undeniable. Karen's son tried to hide behind her, mumbling excuses, but the officers had heard enough. "Ma'am," one of them said firmly, "your son is at fault here." Her face went pale. "Excuse me? Do you know who I am?" "I'm on the HOA board," she barked. "If you don't make him pay for this, I'll have your jobs." The officers ignored her rant. They turned back to me. "Sir, we'll be towing the vehicle. You'll need to file a report for your damages. Don't worry, you're not responsible for his car." Karen exploded. "What? You're towing his car? That's outrageous. He's the victim here." But her son's protests were drowned out by the sound of the tow truck pulling up. The crunch of metal being lifted off the curb was music to my ears. For once, justice wasn't on Karen's side. I watched silently, arms crossed, as her son's precious car was hauled away. Karen screamed, stomped, threatened, but nothing changed the outcome. The cops escorted her back to her porch like a misbehaving child. Later that night, as I stood in front of the broken fence, I felt a strange mixture of anger and peace. My property was damaged, yes. But for the first time, Karen's power had crumbled. The law didn't bow to her titles, her HOA board, or her arrogance. The next morning, neighbors came by. Word had spread fast. Some of them clapped me on the back, saying it was about time Karen got what she deserved. Others offered to help me fix the fence. Together, we rebuilt what her son had destroyed, each nail we hammered in, feeling like another strike against her tyranny. But the story didn't end there. Karen filed complaints, tried to rally the HOA against me, even attempted to convince others that my fence was unsafe. But now no one listened. They had seen her lies firsthand. Her son's car was gone, her credibility shattered, and for the first time in years, I felt like I had won. The message was clear. Bullies, no matter how loud or entitled, eventually fall. And sometimes all it takes is one crash for the truth to come crashing out with it.